assembled here for one unbelievable purpose, to hatch their eggs. As soon as the female lays her single egg, she turns it over to the father. If exposed for just a minute to this cold, the tiny embryo inside would die. Once the egg is cradled on its father's feet and covered by the warm duvet of his brood pouch, the mother heads off to the open sea to refuel. Only the father must face the dark Antarctic winter. When the emperors brood their eggs here, there are no predators. Their only enemy is the killing cold. Temperatures plunge to 60 below. Winds blast at 70 miles an hour, ripping away bodily warmth. Their only protection is their insulating fat and their own kind. They take turns at the perimeter, all the while trying to work their way back into the warmth of the pack. Having endured the worst weather on Earth, they greet the returning sun. In the clear light of springtime's first dawn, more than 2 months of continuous sacrifice finally pays off. The father can offer only a bit of oily gruel extracted from his own gut. Without more nourishment, neither chick nor father can last much longer. Then, just in the nick of time, true to their promise, the mothers return. They come as far as 100 miles over the sea ice, step by waddling step. They've grown fat on the rich bounty of Antarctic waters. After all, they've been eating for 2. Each father calls out, desperate to reunite with his mate. Even after months of separation, she instantly recognizes his voice and announces her return with a ritual greeting. Her mate now weighs half what he did when he arrived, but his sacrifice was well worth it. He proudly introduces Mom to her downy offspring for the first time. The first order of business is to feed the chick. The mother regurgitates a rich fishy stew. Now it's the mother's turn to tend the chick, but old habits die hard. Since the egg was laid, the father has been solely responsible for their offspring, and he gives it up only begrudgingly. Once the female has possession, the father can attend to his own needs at last. Now it is his turn to trek to the edge of ice, and his first meal in 4 months. He has endured starvation and freezing cold, but he did what he had to do to keep his genetic line alive through 1 more generation. Happily nestled on its mother's feet, the chick thrives on rich meals of half-digested fish. When she runs out of food, the mother leaves for groceries, another 100-mile trek across the ice. Both parents continue to ferry fish from the sea to their chick. Left alone, the chicks huddle together, as their fathers did. Finally, after 7 months of constant tending, when the chicks are as round and fat as bowling balls, their parents leave them to their own devices. Then, just as the ice begins to splinter and summer's warm, they're ready to dive into the sea for the first time. Because of the heroic sacrifices made by both their parents, these fledglings have not only survived, but thrived in one of the harshest environments on Earth.